Well, as we know, and we're discovering all the time, Colorado is one of the most hail-prone states in the United States, and we're right in the middle of hail season right now.
Yeah, and it only takes a few minutes, maybe a few seconds really, of hail to do several thousands of dollars in damage, and it can take months to get repairs. But not if you call the team that specializes only in repairing hail damage. This is all they do. Heath Blyle is the owner of Greenway Dent Solutions. Welcome back to the show. We've had you on before.
Thank you, Joanna.
So we're right kind of in the middle of hail season, and a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to wait until the hail season is over to take care of all my damage. Why shouldn't they do this?
Yeah, Joanna, we hear that a lot. And actually, yeah, we've had a pretty tumultuous start to the thunderstorm season this year. Already 5 storms of note in June. So exactly. We're hearing a lot of people saying, no, I think I'm just going to wait. Let's just wait this out. Some people have already been hit twice this year. So this is a huge mistake. I mean, even insurance companies will sometimes recommend that you wait until after the season, after September. That's really in their benefit, not yours, and I'm sure you can imagine why. But this is a big mistake, and there's a few reasons why. One, this is an act of God or a comprehensive claim, which means your policy, your premiums aren't going to go up. Even if you're unlucky and get hit twice, they still won't go up. So, if it's me, my car is a reflection of me. This is one of our biggest investments, and we want to protect it and protect the value of it. So obviously the value of what we've already done several hundred cars from the early June storms. We've yet to see anything that's really under $3,000 worth of damage. So you might be looking at it and thinking that's not that big of a deal, but it gets pretty expensive pretty fast.
Yeah, that sounds like me, because I was just telling you when I went and took my car to have it washed, when it was nice and shiny, I thought, oh, I think I see a couple of little hail dents, but I think it's probably not much.
Right.
But you're saying nobody's come in yet under $3,000.
Yeah, Paul, you'd be really surprised. We've actually run into people on the streets that don't even realize they have damage, and then all of a sudden it's $3,500. So, on average we're seeing anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 worth of damage out there, and that will follow the value of that vehicle for as long as you have the vehicle. And if you let it go and don't get it fixed, and it gets hit again, and you've doubled that amount of damage, you could be in a total loss situation or have a salvage title on that car that actually follows that car for the life of it.
Wow.
All right, let's get on to this next thing. It's called steering. Tell us more about that, because you really like to inform your customers.
This is intended to exactly that, just as information. I want everybody out there to know their rights and to know how the process actually goes. If you get you're caught in a hail event, be sure to call us, call Greenway. We can walk you through the claims process, because what happens oftentimes, and I bet there's a big percentage of people that have already called to make their claim that have been in this situation, where the insurance company is actually going to tell you you have to take your vehicle to a certain place for inspections. This absolutely isn't true. It's in your rights in your policy that you can take your car to any repair facility of your choice for inspection and repairs.
Okay.
So the reason they do this is because they oftentimes have contracts with certain repair facilities. That's again in their benefit. They're going to give,
it's a better deal for them.
It's a better deal for them,
the
which doesn't always equate to a better deal for the consumer.
Sure.
The old adage is true: you get what you pay for. If the insurance company is getting a discounted rate with X body shop, well, the X body shop's going to have to find a discounted, way to perform the repairs. That could be unsafe, and it could really affect the value of your vehicle. You need to be really informed. You need to know that you can take it wherever you wish for repairs. And look, we're the experts. That's what we do on a daily basis. We deal with insurance companies. I've got over 10 years experience dealing with insurance companies. If your power goes out at your house, you're not going to climb the telephone pole and start working on the wires.
Right.
You're going to call the experts to take care of that. That's what we are. We're the experts. You need a liaison in your corner, really, to go in and get the best repair method for your vehicle and the most value out of it.
Well, I'm more than happy to let you deal with my insurance company instead of me having to do that. But we're seeing video of you and your team at work. I just love the way you do get rid of these hail dents, because you're actually making it pop back into place. There's no sanding of this. You're not messing up the paint. Walk people through the process that you use that really keeps that integrity of your paint job.
You said it. The process is called paintless dent repair. We specialize in hail damage repair, whereas a lot of places specialize in collision, which means there could be more conventional type repairs done if you go to these other body shops. If not, they're usually subcontracting that work out to another company that does what we do. And the paintless dent repair process is just simply massaging those dents back out, finding the lowest part of that dent, massaging it back out till it's a flat surface again. That metal actually has memory, wants to go back to where it started. And with hail dents, those are perfect candidates for the paintless dent repair process. So we're going to get that back to a flat surface again. You're going to have your original factory paint, your original factory finish, keep the complete value of your vehicle that way.
And there are so many other great things about your company. I'm just going to read some of them here. You specialize in hail damage. You're going to, if you drop it off today, you'll have it back in a week.
Yeah, that sounds good, right?
And I love your valet service.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they have,
He knows how to take care of everything.
I've actually showed up at people's houses myself and picked up their vehicles. So, yeah.
Look, here he is.
Or your office, whatever you need us to do, we'll do it.
And you take care of all the insurance. You guys really do a great job over there. So we're going to give people the details again for all those discounts. Heath is offering Greenway Dent Solutions will give you $500 towards your deductible, plus a free rental car and free valet service where they will pick up your car and bring it back to you if you'd like. And Heath will show up personally at every home.
Maybe.
No, I'm kidding.
Maybe.
He will try to. And for, the first 10 people with full coverage who schedule an appointment and bring in their car will receive a $100 Visa gift card. Just call today to schedule your repairs and mention Colorado's Best. Why wouldn't you go with them, right, Paula?
I know, exactly. Hello.
Call right now.
Call right now. So here's the information again to reach Greenway Dent Solutions. Here's the number, 303-952-7662. Call them right now, and you can also find them online at greenhail.com. That's greenhail.com.